Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland of your 1v1 own Taranto Coastline. In these stands, JefG, the Jeffest of Gs, fighting for freedom and democracies. Here with a triple scout and weapon supports in the start here versus in the west, it is Ruby. Fighting for the Deutsches Afrikakorps here with the 3rd Panzergrenadier Division. Straight into a bike and double Panzerpioneer opening there. Spicy choice there as well. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast. And a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking my videos. Helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithms. Just sort of seeing a mild mirroring there with the triple Panzerpioneer opening versus the triple scouts. Interesting. Not entirely sure what's up with that. We got the scouts are rolling out again. Scout builds have become a bit more commonplace. Rifle builds are still, just said, the most common one, but the scout builds with advanced infantry have become fairly popular. So, all the way, rushing in here. We're going to see the first chop fights happening already in the center. Scout versus bike here. Reconnaissance versus reconnaissance. Just motorized versus foot reconnaissance. We can see the scouts just running circles around the bike. He got way too close there. Definitely something you have to be careful there, of course, with the bike. We got 30 cals here for JefG, and I'll definitely expect half extra ride out of him eventually. Of course, have to see how Ruby ultimately responds to this. Once he, of course, realizes what he's up against, since at this point he might have a suspicion, since again, scout builds are becoming more common, but ultimately we can't really read his mind. We do get a 250 half-track here, which will definitely help us, the scouts, and can help outmaneuver the 30 cal there. But there you go. If he spotted the 30 cal, he should probably have a really good idea what he's up against, because typically, again, nowadays, that means either like a lot of engineers or a lot of scouts. Either way, you don't quite see a 30 cal that early on there, unless, like, you know, they got something else planned. Oh, actually, we got the barracks here. So, JefG, they're further mixing things up. Panzerpioneer with the scouts pushing them off here. And up north, 2nd scouts caught also in trouble with the Panzerpioneer, because in fact see that JefG's scouts are being pushed back across the front line, and now he's going for riflemen. So very interesting mixed build here. Again, we have seen that with some players as well. So there's a lot going on here. We got the 250 half-track out here, the lighter Schützenpanzerwagen. Typically part of a Panzer Division's armored reconnaissance, though could also be handed out to the more regular Panzer Grenadiers. They couldn't get the 251 half-track. North Point, this sees 30 cal setting up shop. We got the light support company out here for Ruby. Ralph's got his right, 30 cal starting to plaster the 250 half-track of fire. Of course, Archer there just backs it out. Obviously not keen on becoming a casualty just because of that. In the south side, Panzerpioneer also withdrawing. Here, having seized the fuel pump, we've already got a fresh wave of American forces moving in to liberate the area. And of course, triple Panzerpioneers does mean that Ruby has a lot of ways to both A, repair stuff, and lay down mines. These, in this case, aiming for the Flammenwerfer. Of course, a strong combo there with the 250 half-track. And then Garaf's pushing back the Panzerpioneers south on their own. They are unable to withstand, you know, the sheer firepower there of democracy. We got bazooka teams here in response, of course, to the 250 half-track, plus any of the light vehicles. And we got more Panzerpioneers out of Ruby. Alright, just a heavy Panzerpioneer build, as apparently it's the Panzerpioneer Abteilung here that's been committed, or Panzerpioneer Battalion. Fun fact, part of them would also have their own armoured half-tracks in a Panzer Division. Specific sort of version of the 250 half-track with small assault bridges on the side. Little fun fact there, actually. So Ralph's got it catching the caught by the 250 half-track, with the bazooka team engaging. 4 Panzerpioneers. It's been a while since we've seen a build like that. There was a brief period in the early stages of Companies 3, where people actually went harder on the Panzerpioneers because they're effectively much better than the Panzer Grenadiers just on a cost basis. One of Ruby's sort of trying to go back on that. Certainly be interesting that is the case. Certainly would appear to be it. Quick laying about of sandbags here up north. Bit of maneuvering, we got a bazooka team up to block here any German maneuvers, and of course we got the artillery observers out here for JefG. Of course, in an actual Panzer Division and Panzer Grenadier Division, the Panzerpioneers would typically have been the ones that have been considered part of the division's elite alongside the reconnaissance troops. So, little fun fact there. as the Panzerpioneers would also have been the assault troops beside engineer troops. And the south side, the Panzerpioneers, the scouted, trying to lay down, or artillery observers trying to lay down barbed wire, but instead caught by the artillery observers. They're taking a lot of damage, and the result is unsurprisingly withdrawal here. No battle group yet for Ruby. Could be Italian infantry planning to surprise us with some L640s. Could be armored support, of course. Really in vogue again. And finally, there is, of course, battlefield espionage. There's like any number of choices here that Ruby could pick versus JefG. I mean, Ruby's strategy in this sense is definitely the one that is the least apparent. And we got flak feelings, but also mortar half-track. So again, some interesting choices here by Ruby here versus JefG. Second bazooka team for JefG. There's also just been a general increase, I think, in players just going for bazooka teams, I find. As they are, you know, much more mobile than anti-tank gun teams. Plus, with all the buffs they've been getting, I mean, at this point, they can, like, you know, certainly compete with them in a lot of respects. So, just bazooka teams becoming much more common now. But back here, rushing the bazooka team and gets knocked out. Well set up there by JefG. Smoke grenade deployed against the 30 cal. Good response there by Ruby. Will allow the Panzerpioneers to move up here, maybe deal with it if they can actually catch it. Larger push here by Ruby's Panzerpioneer of the 3rd Panzerpioneer Company. 30 cal setting up here. Mortar firing down death. Need to retreat that as Panzerpioneer squad. It's already low on health. You can see they're like just roughly a third their health total. Not a great amount of health to actually have a chance of surviving. Do get the flak filling around here on the scene, but definitely feels like Ruby there was pushing is like a bit far. And we got mechanized support centers. We might be looking at a half-track out of JefG or something otherwise cheekier. Ambulance for Ruby, of course, gonna need healing for these men. Smoke again, but Fedical's already positioned. Of course, here we see that JefG probably is already like anticipating the smoke there out of Ruby. Fighting here by the northern villa continues. German force being overwhelmed. We do get a stun grenade, though. The German army technically didn't have stun grenades, but at the same time they did, because the, you know, average steel hand granate was in a sense also a stun grenade. It's just, it was also designed to kill if they were too close. I mean, it didn't really rely on fragmentation like, you know, the American pineapple grenade. It relied on concussive force that could stun them as well. So that's sort of the abusing part there. It's sort of correct, but also not quite. It's also one of those major distinctions between German and American grenades. And in fact, some American troops would pick up the German grenades because German grenades were much better at the offense, because you were less concerned about getting hit back with the fragments, and particularly inside buildings where they could actually start ricocheting about there. So concussive grenades in that sense were a bit safer. Well, obviously safe and safe. When it comes to hand grenade is a very, you know, relative term. Still not battle group for Ruby, though. American forces pushing up here by the southern victory point. Up north, American forces, of course, and the Germans there pushing up as well here. Flak field engaged and rifle getting repaired at the same time. Bold move here, and we got the bazooka team's also moving in here. But bunching up with the flamethrower is definitely not an ideal move there by JefG, since keep in mind, flamethrowers are area of effect weapon, meaning the flamethrower gets to do a lot more damage that way than it actually has to. We got now 3 flamethrowers out here for Ruby. I mean, if you're going to go for that many Panzerpioneers, you really want that many flamethrowers. Like, maybe 1 minesweeper just in case, but yeah, triple flamethrowers makes sense. And we got the tank depot there for JefG.
A victory point is being taken from us.
Nothing further in the base. We do get some assault grenadiers that will obviously provide another strong mechanized element here for Ruby against JefG.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the
Certainly
enemy.
puts more pressure on the artillery observers and the bazooka teams. But JefG, of course, pushing for tanks, and Ruby, on the other hand, is nowhere near that. So that's definitely where JefG could find himself with a bit of an advantage if he plays his cards correctly.
Territory is now in enemy hands.
We'll, of course, have to see what Ruby ends up with. I mean, battle group-wise, we're still not seeing anything, which definitely has me thinking more and more that this is going to be armored support. I mean, it could still be Italian infantry or espionage, but instinctly telling me this is going to be armored support. It's just kind of one of those battle groups for that purpose. South side men, they're hitting a mine, and we get a grenade as well from the Germans as an extra parting gift. The German way. And there you go. We got the hunter with the assault grenadiers, but there you go. Full-on bazooka volley. After it, though, does somehow survive, which is pretty impressive. Good luck there for Ruby. And again, good use of smoke here. Like, he's so consistent using the smoke here to, like, just make the 30 cal a lot less effective. So, thumbs up there to Ruby. Excellent use of the Granadenwerferwagen there. But now the tank depot's ready here. We could see Shermans out for JefG, and we could even see canister shots. And meanwhile, Ruby pushing for the Panzerpioneers commando, so that of course means Panzers soon enough. And the South artillery observers are definitely observing something, just flamethrowers. And there you go, we've got Rangers for JefG, but the Rangers here have only found the way into a flak filling and some assault grenadiers, and the result is an unsurprising swift retreat, as they are met with enormous quantities of German firepower, something they can't quite match. So definitely buys Ruby a bit more time before the Rangers go absolutely to town on. We all see now here that Ruby has a significant victory point leader with JefG. Also, quite the difference in kills there. While JefG's trying to be able to like push the map to an extent, he's not really had a lot that can like significantly hurt his opponent. So JefG definitely needs something to start killing with him. We got Browning light machine guns and bazookas there for the Rangers. JefG, I think, is betting a lot here on a tank to turn the tide soon enough. Which is definitely quite a gambit here of JefG. Maybe the G stands for gamble. Jeff Gamble. It sounds like some kind of like British politician. Hello, my name's Jeffrey Gamble. And I'm running for the Council of Upper North Portsmouthshire. Anyways, fixing up the flak filling there. Rangers catching the Panzerpioneers.
Enemy at 250 points. A victory point has been
Yeah, really good leading for Ruby. JefG's initial, like, scout plan has very much been scuppered. Like a rubber dinghy at sea. And Jeff's going to really have to do some heavy legwork to turn this around. As Ruby's made great use of the DAK's mobility to like really turn the tide on several points. We've got a Hellcat here. Yeah, cancelling that I think was a good move. He needs a Sherman tank here to like, blast both the infantry and the vehicles here under Ruby, who's now brought up a second mortar after he didn't bring in a Stuckhausser, which, as a fun fact, were typically part of a Panzer Division's Panzerpioneer unit as well. They actually provided the heavy weapons support there for them. Also fun fact. Once more again, showing that German Panzerpioneers, are a bit something else. The only other units to receive them were actually the Panzer Brigades, who had them in the heavy weapons units as well there, alongside mortar half-tracks. That was pretty much all the artillery those units got. But there you go, Sherman tank out there for JefG, Freedom and Democracy, the M4A1. That should give here JefG quite the boost, because one thing that, while Ruby's excelling in, dealing with infantry, there is that one massive glaring weak spot in his current force composition, which is he has 0 anti-tank weapons. He doesn't even have like anti-tank rifles or anti-tank grenades. He's got nothing. Oh, and there's Stuckhausser here. Massive blunder. He got way too close. Way too close. Guess he got really overconfident here versus JefG, and it. Oh, he still got the Rangers, but Stuckhausser for a Ranger squad, I'm less sure about, is an equal trade. Flak 36 on the way there for Ruby. That is one bold choice in some ways. Not because the Flak 36 necessarily is bad, but it does require a bit of setup. When there's a Sherman rampaging through your lines, you might want something a bit more mobile. Meanwhile, F company's been brought up for JefG. Flak after they're being hammered. We do get a bit of arm pissing rounds, mostly just to annoy the crew of the Sherman tank here, more than anything. 140 versus 473. Smoke being deployed here, trying to clear up here around the base entrance. There you go, 250 half-tank mortar caught there, Panzer in trouble, and again, like, he's got no way of dealing with this. Flak 36 arriving inside the base, setting up inside the base, obviously. What an absolute wild turn this has taken. As Ruby's hubris is now very much, you know, blossomed into one very ugly flower before his very eyes. Northfield flak filling rush at the 30 cal there. What will JefG do next? Is a very good question. And of course, what will Ruby do next? Sherman rushing north, he's clearly looking to hunt down that flak filling, get rid of that. That would be a massive blow here to Ruby. Got more ranges for JefG. Flak 36 the move. Pack Fed as well, that he's going hard on the towed anti-tank weapons here to try and catch that Sherman. Half truck needs to be careful because it gets destroyed while it's still towing the Flak 36. The Flak 36 will get decrewed. There's also the other issue, which is if it gets the truck get destroyed right now, it doesn't have a lot to like actually tow the Flak 36. There's a lot of dangers. And we got F Company now summoned here. JefG looking to ease the pressure. Where will he be sending F Company? Is the major question here. And the white phosphorus on the flak crew. Flak showing up here, of course, with the white phosphorus there. It becomes much harder to operate the Flak 36. There go another white phosphorus rocket. The double Willy Pete. Pretty much just burning up the crew there. Wiping the flak crew there. F Company moving up here, catching Panzerpioneers a bad spot here. And he's going to make a run for it. He's going to crew up the Flak 36 using the bazooka team. The Flak feeling needs to get out of there before the Flak 36 lights it up. Oh no, he popped smoke, but they can still attack around there. Oh, it misses. Panzerpioneers wiped. Oh goodness, this match is definitely getting off the rails now. Flak feeling they're in trouble. Mortar after gold exposed. Sherman's barely operable. Flak 36 wiped again. Flak feeling down. Rangers moving up. Pack 38 wiped. Mortar after about to get knocked out. Assault Grenadiers also in the danger zone here. Wow. Talk about a comeback. JefG has turned the tables on Ruby and beaten him over the head with them. Good golly. How will Ruby respond to this? Yeah, he's going to destroy the Flak 36 because there's no way he's going to be able to tow that away there. And he obviously does not want his opponent to get that thing back. I mean, no sensible person does. But no, he doesn't get to destroy it. Got the M's moving up here. First crew in the Pack 38 though. Another Stukas here for Ruby. Bazooka team moving in. Needs to finish off that. Oh, it's not gonna happen yet. It's too late. He's gonna recruit. Sherman needing repairs. JefG can soon go for another Sherman. He couldn't go for the 105mm Sherman. As for Ruby, though, he might want to consider some tanks, but he seems very... Oh, cleared out the Flak 36 again here. Almost got destroyed here. Can he finish it? He's willing to risk his bazooka team, but will it be worth it? He did it! Flak 36 is down, removing a big hazard there to Sherman. And the last guy... Oh, almost survived. Another Sherman there for JefG. He's running up infantry, though, at a rapid pace. 113 as a 443. JefG's out of the fire, but he's still on the frying pan. Calling in another F Company. We're just buying time here. Ability, of course, is still overall very good, just not nearly as incredibly good. Still overall very good. I mean, it's still like, you know, close to 1,000 manpower, not above that in terms of like just, you know, units for like, yeah, again, like a certain amount of time. Even the cooldown is big and the cost has been slightly increased, you're still getting an immense amount of manpower for like no real price. Now we got triple mortar after Rupee. Triple, just so many mortar half tracks. But again, he is dangerously vulnerable here. 2 tanks. Because he still effects relying just on a single Pack 38. This is the major headache here for Ruby here. He's finally going for a Panzer III though. Thumbs up the Ruby. Meanwhile, Sherman's taking up north here. The Armoured Fist of Democracy never sleeps, never rests. Pack 30 being brought into position here. Sherman's running 40, almost got the Panzerpioneer wiped. And there you go. Anti-tank and push it back at least the Shermans for a while. And we got F Company actually engaging the enemy base. Stuttgart did some damage, but not enough. We might actually see F Company knock out a building. I didn't even know that was possible, but here we are. F Company being used for a sort of base attack. We couldn't even see the soldiers white on the tree. Yes! Oh dear! Panthers are out here to support. As F Company gets absolutely left for fertilizer. And we got the 7.6 conversion there for JefG. Increased rate of fire, increased penetration. More tactics on the move there. Still observers there. Definitely about to get observe some artillery being deployed against them. That's probably not how they want it to be done. 76mm Sherman upgrade almost ready here for JefG. The actual upgrade hit fairly late though, sort of after Normandy, because it took a while to actually get a turret that was actually, you know, able to fit the larger gun there. Plus, it wasn't really until Normandy that, like, you know, there was a sort of feeling like they needed, like, you know, a bigger gun than the 75mm gun, really. So, that was also kind of the reason there. Another RAF squad here for JefG. About to deploy F Company again. We also got the rapid barrel archer there as well. I suspect he's going to be relying heavily on F Company rather than barrages against Ruby. We're bringing up armor reserves here, possibly for Panther for the Stugs. I mean, versus so many Shermans, Stugs could be very critically helpful.
Enemy forces have taken our territory.
Rangers descending upon the Pack 38 here. End of the US 2nd Infantry Division, they're pushing forwards. Sherman's barging there through, almost got another Panzerpioneer squad wiped here. Ruby is wrapping around infantry, and the Stuttgarts of first here is actually in the crosshairs now of the Shermans. Could lose it, almost had it there. Shot goes slightly off. Smokescreen deployed here as Ruby is firmly trying to save all of his artillery here against the Shermans. Panther 3 moving in, he's also got the Pack 38 nearby. Sherman here, they're exposed to too much fire. Sherman knocked out, good hit there by Ruby. And up north here, artillery service sneaking about. Sherman going straight for the base again. And an ambulance spotted here. Not just a regular truck, not an ambulance. So obviously the tank crew is less enthusiastic about it, but it's still a German target, just not an ambulance. Still gets it.
Enemy forces have engaged our Panzer Army command post.
And it's now destroying the base. Panzer penetrating right past him. You can see here, Ruby is clearly a bit concerned about dashing into his own base here, where the Shermans not really well set up here. Not going for the Panzerpioneers, but instead flanking the Germans as to try to reorganize the defense here. As JefG charged him, he got a bit of damage here. Could call artillery. Stuttgart fires another Panther 3. Oh, why not like the Stug 3G or the Panther 4 here? Bit of an odd choice there by Ruby, having researched that. But Jeff got F Company moving in there. Sherman hunting down that Panther 3. It's an absolute mess here. Pack 38 now being hauled off. And the Panzerpioneers are getting ripped apart here by F Company. Panther 3 kaput. Mortar half-tags are being laid up. It's utter chaos, pandemonium. Panzerpioneers are getting wiped out left and right. And there you go, Panther 3 arriving right into all the bazookas of F Company. And there you go, just in time F Company withdraws, saving the Panzer 3 there, because it certainly wasn't Ruby's actions that saved that Panzer 3. We got another Sherman away, that's the first one has reached Veteran C3. And Ace Sherman there is definitely not great news for the Germans. Absolute chaos, absolute madness. Rebuilding the light support company. I'm still surprised we haven't seen like any attempt like calling in a Panther 4 here or something else. Considering again he did research armored reserves. It's really just so married to the idea of a Tiger tank refused to call anything else in because he so believes he's going to have a chance of calling in the Tiger tank just any moment now. He just, you know, he just needs to like turn things around. Then he can call in easy. Talk about a brutal comeback here. JefG is absolutely brutal fighter here. Still no battle group out of Ruby either. Which honestly at this point is a bit a surprise there. Not that I'm sure they'd be able to like make a massive difference from here honestly. In most of these situations. But then again, they might be able to say for some of the Italian infantry down Taranto could help deal with all these Shermans ahead of time. Another flak for the 6 for Ruby. Ruby definitely, I think, trying to be non-meta here more than anything else, it feels like. Which, I mean, I can respect if that is the case. I absolutely can respect that, but I can, of course, also, you know, see why most people are kind of sticking to what meta there is for the DAK, because DAK going off meta is typically a very rough experience. It's really one of those areas where just, if you're going off meta as a DAK, you're really just fighting an uphill battle.
Flag 36 arriving on the field.
Another Flak 36 there for Ruby. Another Flieger Abwehrkanone 36. MG34 stuff for Ruby as well. I'm not entirely sure we'd go for that, but at this point, I feel like JefG's infantry is not exactly the biggest threat. Those Shermans and maybe some of the support weapons.
A fuel point is being taken from us.
We are getting MG34 here out of Ruby. There you go, Sherman charging the Flak 36, 18 mil gun there, slamming into the Sherman. Meanwhile, massive assault again, F Company. Obviously, this is F Company, of course. Yeah, the MG34 is obviously going to be very useful if it's set up in a good position. This is definitely not it. In fact, the F Company's going to wipe the MG34 before it has a chance to do anything. And with that, it just really feels like it's just game over here. The Stuckersfuss getting way too close. Flak 46 overcome, ceased. Firing Stuckersfuss into the F Company force there. Point blank range almost. Causing massive damage to the American units. Stuckersfuss though knocked out by the Flak 36. And the Sherman is about to expire, or Panther is about to expire, and with that it is GG game over here. A loss to Ruby. A victory for JefG. A rather spicy match that definitely did not go the usual way. I mean, obviously Ruby should have picked a battle group, but again, if he's going off meta, you know, I can't blame him. Also, at the same time, considering what he's doing, it is certainly tough to see which battle group really would have helped him, and even if the situation went against him, it's also a bit tough to see how they could have helped him. So, yeah, I don't, in a sense, entirely blame him for not going for one here, but oh, that was definitely quite a brutal match. That set left difference from areas Ruby, I think, could have done notably better, but still, he was really close to, but just kind of fumbled and just got swarmed by his opponent. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial Legion. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.